everyone, welcome back to Kamen Rider Reviews. I'm Kuchiri, joined today by these clowns, Fresno, Kat, and Sean.
Hello!
Yeah, clowns. Very, very apt description for one of the episodes. I love how I brought it up in one of the chats earlier this week and scared Kat and Frez.
I wasn't scared. This kind of clown does not scare me.
He is a clown, though. Then he puts on a clown outfit. I'm
more
funny.
Like Colin Baker, honestly.
I actually have the
That was
explanation
so funny,
for
I
that,
forgot to
but
laugh.
I actually have an explanation for why he puts on the clown outfit, but we'll talk about that when we get to the actual point in the episode.
So I forgot to point out other things some of these actors have done, and I forgot to do my research before this, but Sawa's actress, this is her second time in the Kamen Rider series. She was in one of those net movies as a damsel in distress. Honestly, I should have gone through and rechecked everything.
You research on these podcasts?
I know, right?
Usually we just say
What is
this
this
happens
thing
in the
called
episode.
research?
Then I make a joke about a mirror. Then somebody presents a meme, and then we move on. This is basically how this shit's been
And
going.
then somewhere an ice bath shows up, and
Oh,
And really,
the dude, the Nabishima, he was in Shin Godzilla.
oh,
Cool.
neat.
oh yeah, that guy. Anyway, I guess what I add is occasional refs on the Straight Story and other such things.
Of
And this
course.
is what I add. Since you asked,
But what do these episodes add? A potential answer to Sinto's whole story.
the
We,
most
well,
annoying side character of this batch.
He's a dork. He's a nerd.
Oh, I hate him so much.
Otaku.
he needs to
He
clean
is
his
a-
room. Poor Sawa inside the apartment.
I mean, given what we've seen of Sawa, it's basically the same thing. He was basically the same type of person before and after whatever happened.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. So we start out with the cliffhanger from last week. Are you from Faust? Which and I guess they move to a different room, and everyone starts laughing and pointing fun at Kiryu.
Yes, because how could this guy be from Faust? He just has the board from that Faust stole. Well, it turns out he stole it. He, the astronaut, stole it from Faust as well as in the process of saving his daughter.
Convenient.
I'll buy it
Very.
for now.
For now.
Which is hilarious because in the trailer for next time on the last episode, he literally said, I am part of Faust.
Yeah, I guess there was a
So-
script change between weeks.
Well, I don't think it was, I think part of the next times is they were taking a lot of liberties from Marvel and what they were doing around this time in trailers. Like, we all know the famous, if you follow Marvel MCU stuff, one of the trailers for Thor Ragnarok that came out around this time showed Thor with both his eyes at the end of the movie, which doesn't happen. And so I think Toei was taking some heavy liberties with their trailers.
Plus, the line was ADR'd, so sometimes you just add a line in just to build up tension.
Oh, I want you guys to know, when we watched this week by week, well, I know Sean didn't. When I watched this week by week, this was like some of the most annoying stuff because we found like we had to like remind ourselves that sometimes their next times lied.
Yeah, and sometimes their next times tell the truth.
Well,
Like
they
with
spoil way
the
too much.
Good to know.
with the I'm trying to remember the exact detail. I think they mentioned the band in the last week's Next Time trailer.
I don't know. I skipped it.
I don't remember. It was last week.
Yeah,
That's why I'm so
yeah.
glad that they had these little intros that remind us what happened the last time, because I wouldn't remember otherwise.
Also, I love how sassy they get.
Yes, they will only get sassier.
The beautiful, handsome center.
You know what it reminds me of?
He's also a
Sean?
genius.
You know what it reminds me of, Sean? It reminds me of the Next Time's The Dirty Pair.
Good times. I think the Next Times for this one also gets sassier in time, but it's been a few years.
Yeah. But we get our answer that we asked last week about why is there no customers to this cafe?
It's coffee
Because
shit.
it's bad coffee. Actually, 2 people almost went in the cafe, but then they saw a murderer at the door. Or he just ran.
I mean, that's typical for any Starbucks, so you know.
Who's
Yeah,
making this coffee? Susan Triad?
Oh God.
Just double checking. She's seen the episode, the finale, right?
Everyone in this chat was in the Doctor Who podcast. Yes.
No. I mean Kat's. I'm blanking on her
my
name.
friend Chris? No, she's not watching these, so not until I get her to watch Doctor Who. So
how
That's
far
all
is
I'll
she?
say about the finale.
How far is she in Doctor Who, anyways?
she's not.
Oh, I have a truncated. If she does desperately want to watch the Chibnall era for whatever reason, I have a truncated list.
She doesn't. She heard me talk about it, and also, I got her to help me with the emotional support of watching that episode where their master danced around to Rasputin.
God.
So she knows.
She knows. So what's worse, Master's Coffee or the Tribunal era? Anyway,
It's
the coffee.
It's the coffee.
Coffee.
I'm pretty sure you can't die because you watch the Chibnall era, whereas I'm pretty sure you're going to be poisoned by that coffee.
There's no forgiving bad coffee.
It's okay. Just let that little drone thing prick you in the neck and take the poison out.
Oh, you mean Cross Z Dragon?
Whatever the hell that thing is.
That's
So I
what
have
it's
to
called.
ask, how soon until that thing turns into his Kamen Rider build? Because I have a feeling.
I mean, who says that's his replacement? Maybe he's never going to become a Kamen Rider. That's
Doubt.
just
Kuchiri, don't
That's
bullshit
just
me.
it's just his tool to protect him because
It's a toy. It's a toy, Kuchiri. Of course it's going to become a Kamen Rider belt.
It's a surprise
Yeah.
tool that will help us out later.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring up Sean, but what about Kamen Rider Double and all their random tools? But you never
You want to know
watched
something
Double.
funny for us? Chris had no idea what that reference was when I made it. I had to explain that shit. I had to show her the hot dog song from that show.
Hey, They Might Be Giants is a good band.
Actually, they are.
I am unfamiliar with this hot dog song, but Kamen Rider.
They Might Be Giants wrote
I'm
the hot dog.
100%
I
do.
think They Might Be Giants wrote either wrote the theme song or the hot dog song. Or
I want to
both.
say it's the hot dog song. Now I gotta
Do
look
you
it up.
think? Do you think Sinto sung the hot dog song as part of his
Yep,
punk
they wrote
band?
the hot dog song.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Is his escaping a Hoge just a remnant of his spiky hair attempting to remind him, look, you used to be cool. You used to be cool. Remember?
I think they also did the Clubhouse theme song. So
Yeah, they
they did both.
Speaking of Hokage, hey, we have a new
Naruto?
Yeah, we have a new mode. Kamen Rider.
Ninja Kamen.
First, it was suggested that he would combine the pirate with the comic, and we would have something like this.
Oh my God.
Excuse you, if it was the pirate and the comic, it would definitely be Guybrush Threepwood.
Excuse you. It's clearly manga, so if it was pirate and comic, it'd be One Piece.
Fair enough. But then he had Hawk and comic, which wrong.
If you bring up a picture of Hawks from My Hero Academia, you're canceled.
No,
I
I'm
think
doing
we're
something
bringing up
worse.
DC Hawkman, yeah.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Hawkman. This is one of the more sensible ones.
Comics are fucking weird.
And now he is going with but he ultimately went with Ninja Comic.
Which I do like the sword. I like the four coma sword. That's really cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love how Banjo's the one that figured that one out. And like
Banjo always figures it
Is
out.
that going to be something that happens?
yeah.
Believe it!
Banjo's going to find all of them.
I love how like Banjo's upset because Banjo still wants Sento to clear his name, and Sento's more preoccupied with this whole thing with his former bandmate. I forgot. I did not rewatch these episodes because I'm bad. What's Sento's real name?
I thought it was Shiro.
It's no.
I'm awful with names. Dorky band member who is less dorky than his fellow bandmates.
It's something Taro.
Soto Taro, something like that.
Something like
think
that.
so.
Yeah. But we get a little bit of backstory with that, and then we get a whole scene where we find out that the guy who used to know Sento before Sento lost his memory is absolutely terrified of Banjo, and it's kind of like he knows more.
As he should be.
He should be, but he kind of like knows more than what's going on. And he runs out, which then we get that scene of Banjo screaming at that guy, "Don't tell anyone I'm here!" in front of like two random strangers
who might have tasted the bad coffee. They might have had bad coffee. So, all things considered, net positive, no one's dead.
Well, several people are dead. It's just, we don't have the kill count up.
Yeah, we don't.
By the way, we're still at 14. We're still at 14.
Wait, I thought we were at 13.
No, we're at 14.
Do you count memory death as death or just proper death?
I did not count the flashback death previously.
No, I meant the security guard who knew things about Banjo.
Nabeshima?
Nabeshima.
He didn't die.
Yeah, but he lost all his memories. Does that count?
No.
All right.
Nabeshima.
So we had the.
I'm surprised the dorky kid didn't lose his memories after, or all things considered. I mean, he did get hit by.
It is 13. My bad.
What?
It is 13. Sorry. Go on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Were you wrong, Kuchiri? Can you say that a little bit louder for the camera?
I'm always wrong. What are you talking about?
Damn.
He said it. He can't edit it out. Wait, no shit. He's editing it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm kind of surprised the nerdy kid didn't get his memory wiped because, given that he got turned into a Smash twice.
Same Smash though. It wasn't it wasn't like what Nabeshima went through. However, I'm surprised he didn't die like the girlfriend.
I mean, he wasn't a sickly waif who was in a romantic relationship with one of the two men who are having heated drama with one another.
You don't know their full backstory.
That apartment. If you live in that apartment, you have to have the immune system of a fucking gorilla.
Speaking of gorilla,
hey.
Kamen Rider smashes a diamond ball with a gorilla fist, meaning that he is stronger than Doctor Who took 4.5 billion years to do the same act.
God damn it.
You want to know what's funny?
Why is somebody talking about a bird?
This and that episode came out the same year.
Oh my god.
Wait, no.
I desperately hope they saw that.
Wait, no. Wasn't this 2017?
Yeah, and that whole thing came out in 2017, didn't it? Series 9?
No, Hellbent was 2015. Doctor Who was off air on 2016, and then Series 10 was 2017.
Kamen Rider ripping off Moffat.
I mean, Chibnall did. Might as well.
And the shepherd's boy says, if there's no God or Buddha, there is Kamen Rider.
Anyway, so Bloodstalk kidnaps the punk band member Tatsuya, I think his name is.
Can I just say
The nerd.
The dork.
Can I just say with all
The
these,
otaku.
with these episodes, I kind of love fucking Bloodstalk now.
Bloodstalk.
He's amazing.
I'm not going to get into it until it happens, but Bloodstalk is the reason I watched the show.
Oh.
He's such a good villain. I love
He
him.
reminds me. He almost reminds me of the sass level. He kind of reminds me of Assassin Chan from 01.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If Assassin Chan was really a threat.
If Assassin Chan stayed with us longer.
Oh,
Yeah, he reminds me of the clown from... He's very funny, very cordial, and has his own agenda, and is fucking with everyone.
But yeah, I guess we need to point out that even though they're not Kamen Riders, both Night Road and Bloodstalk has their own ideals and goals, and I guess you could say Banjo currently has his own mission as well, even though he's not a Kamen Rider and probably won't ever be one.
doubt.
Yes.
Doubt. Pressing
No,
X so hard.
No, obviously the new Kamen Rider is going to be Mi-chan.
Yes, Kamen Rider
Also,
Idol.
she'll die the same episode.
Oh, God.
Oh god, Kamen Rider has an idol seat. Idol Kamen Rider. Have they ever done that?
What?
An idol-themed Kamen Rider series.
No.
Right, because
No.
they're cowards.
Then they have to
Sean,
choose which of the women die first.
Sean, I have exactly what you were looking for.
Oh, God, no.
One word. 2 words,
I knew
actually.
where this is going.
Watch Symphogear.
That's idol-themed Sailor Moon, not idol-themed Kamen Rider.
No, trust me. Trust me, it's very Kamen Rider.
Is she powered by evil?
No, she is powered by love and punching people to death.
That's not Kamen
her
Rider.
ability is given to her by the eventual villain. Yes.
Ah,
Yeah, it does come by the villain.
how much
So
does
she
her
does-
life
she
suck?
does-
Moderately.
Moderately is not enough to be a Kamen Rider, as Kuchiri keeps telling me.
Oh, no, it sucks to be a Kamen Rider.
To be a Kamen Rider is to be in hell. Hence, Spider-Man.
Let
Hence
me
this
tell you
being
right now,
Spider-Man.
it fucking sucks to be a Symphogear too.
Not as much as a Kamen Rider, from what I'm gathering.
No. Trust me, just as much.
Cat's got my back on this. I like it.
So, we're taking this time to announce Fresno
There's
is
so
going to
many
be
dead
hosting a
children.
Simper Gear reviews podcast.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Look, if we can do Inside number 9 podcast, then we can do Symphogear.
I don't know what that is.
Inside number 9 is a comedy horror show starring Steve Pemberton and Reese Shearsmith about basically them doing whatever they want for 30 minutes, well, as long as they're somewhere in the episode.
Is Reese-
Jet Coleman's in one.
Oh, he got my attention. Is
You said the
Reese
magic
Shearsmith-
words.
Also, is Reese Shearsmith that guy who melted into sand at the end of Sleep No More?
Yes.
Now you got Cat on board.
I'm in.
All right. So,
Yes. No one tell them about the bus episode.
So, Bloodstalk kidnaps Tattoo
Inside the bus?
turns him into a smash. I'm trying to move on. We've been
I
off.
No. Have you not been on one of these shows before, Kuchiri?
Yeah.
Listen. I admire your attempt, though. If nothing else.
It's very cute. Anyways, continue.
Anyway, so Tatsuya gets turned into the smash, the press smash, and while this is going on, Banjo gets the idea: what if you don't take the essence from a smash? Oh well, they'll probably reform and just go back to their base.
Says Mi-chan.
Who,
Shit.
who's probably doesn't actually know that that's the thing, but hey, that gets an idea into Banjo.
Yes. Meanwhile, Build has to fight his best friend from a former life with the power of math.
No, and being a ninja and Kage Bushin no jutsus and
there's a lot going on here. First of all, I like that in the at the fight at the midway point between Build and Stalk, he tries to do that math rider kick, and the guy just catches it with his hands, like, you ain't doing that shit.
Yes, because as we all know, evil has the power of math, as demonstrated by this.
yeah.
I love these backups so.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, we actually
These
got to
backups
see.
are the best thing DC is publishing right now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is literally the main reason you read a Wonder Woman comic.
Okay. So
I don't read any of the DC comics, so.
So going back to my point about how Bloodstalk is actually a threat, he does this whole fight barely breaking sweat, and it's clear that at any given point he could actually just kill everyone there. But he has an idea. He has a plan. We'll find out what that plan is, but not now.
And you were saying last time that the whole hazard level is going to come up, and it's like, oh, you tried to kick me, hazard level 3.2. That's not bad, but not enough to beat me. And then later he gets pissed off, and it's like, 3.7. When you get angry, your power level increases. How interesting! I'm going to leave now. Bye bye.
I can't wait until he gets to power level 5 out of 7.
And don't forget, one wonders what will happen when his power level is over 8,000!
Didn't we do this bit last week?
Yeah, we kind of did.
It never gets old.
It does get old.
Just like power levels. I'm sorry, I read all of Dragon Ball after Toriyama died, and I fucking hate Z, especially the Frieza saga. Like, okay, Cell Saga is great, but Frieza Saga is 9 volumes long.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the longest arc in all of Dragon Ball. And it doesn't need to be 9 volumes.
Wait, it was.
You know what? This explains why the episodes are the way they are, though.
Well, the thing is, the anime caught up to the manga, and so he was still trying to draw as fast as he could, and that's why this plan will blow up in 5 minutes, and there was still like another 2 or 3 episodes of fighting, and it's because because one of the chapters literally started with Frieza saying that, and then that's where they caught up to.
Yeah, and the manga is actually just as long in terms of the 5 multiple episodes of 5 minutes.
Okay, so let's get back to the Kamen Rider.
Okay, fighting.
Yeah, we're doing that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kamen Rider beats his best friend, only for Banjo to betray him.
Well, before we get to that, I just want to praise the Ninja Comic sword. I love the Ninja Comic sword.
It's a 4-color comic. That is so cool.
Yeah, one of the powers is literally duplication, and the other is smoke, which is, again, Naruto shit.
I mean, Ninja Comic is literally Naruto.
Or just ninja shit.
But also, if we're being funny, we were pointing out the whole, he's got to crank up his power to transform. It's, like the Sailor Moon thing of, sit around and wait for me to transform. He has to press the button multiple times to get to the panel of the comic for his attack.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, shadow,
I do like the design of the sword, though. That thing is pretty cool. It's a fountain pen, and it's a comic, and it's a sword.
And the
also
purple
the color
and gold.
scheme.
Purple and gold. Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, though it's worth noting that it makes sense that it's a fountain pen. After all, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh yeah, they know. They know. They've watched 01. There's a whole manga stuff in 01.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, you said this came out in 2017. They didn't watch 01. 01 copy from this. Zero One stole from their entire flow. They copied my whole flow.
But yeah, no,
Oh yeah, and Banjo sucker punches Senta.
I will
For
say,
the-
until
what,
they
third time?
actually like showed the sword and everything, when they said ninja comic, I assumed that they meant, haha, funny comic, not an actual manga.
No, we already had that. Naruto Shinaito.
Well, yeah, I was kind of expecting him to just start telling ninja jokes.
And
Yeah.
Banjo is also a clown, so
Well, that's not until 7.
fair enough.
So Banjo betrays Sento. Tachua turns back into press smash, runs off, and that's how the episode ends with the betrayal.
And it turns out the secret lab was near the sky wall.
Oh, we got
I'm
a bit
shocked.
of a. Well, yeah, no, I guess we do see.
Yeah, he immediately goes to the sky wall and goes, "I can take this," and immediately gets surrounded by the police.
Just to be safe.
Okay, so I'm just going to point out something here. So obviously, Build comes over and he saves Banjo from these guys by using this wind slash thing. Where did the humans go?
No, it's Batman and Spider-Man rules. They fell. They didn't die. They might be wishing they were dead.
We
But they're
did
still
hopefully they have good
alive.
health insurance. No. Bill does not kill.
I'm going to have to insist on this, but we're going to add them to the kill count because we never
Nope.
see them land.
No,
They
no,
ended
no.
up flying in the sky and landed safely on the sky wall. They're still alive. At least the ones that aren't robots.
Skywall
Robots
does
felt
terrible things to people who hit it.
Okay, we were talking about Dragon Ball Z a moment ago, so I will say, look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
No. Sento, just like other characters that have the name Kiryu, do not kill.
Dame, 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 dame.
I mean, this isn't Shin Kamen Rider or the Kamen Rider manga. This is Kamen Rider Build. At most, they'll say the word bastard.
I understood that.
Which they do.
reference.
No. But Batman, Spider-Man rules. Like,
Watch Shin
yes.
Kamen Rider, everybody.
yes. While
May I
Spider-Man
remind you
uppercuts.
that it is also a Spider-Man rule that he tries to save Gwen Stacy and she fucking dies.
First off, that comic sucks. The following issue is much better. Is the only reason people
Let's
like
be
the death
fair,
of Gwen
there's only
Stacy.
one Spider-Man comic that actually sucks, and it's One More Day.
No, it's the death of Gwen Stacy and also Sins Past and also the Clone Saga. I know way too much about Spider-Man.
Pat,
Do
you're
not
talking.
test me on this.
You're talking to a literal comics critic who has Spider-Man as their avatar on this thing.
Yes, but here's the thing. I don't care.
So the joke I was going to make, it's just like in the Spider-Man PS4 games when you uppercut someone 3 stories into the air and they fall, they're still alive. 'Cause
Yeah,
Spider-Man
you
doesn't-
uppercut
I mean,
them
I'm still
3
going to add
stories
them
in
to my
the
personal kill count.
you uppercut them 3 stories in the air and then they fall down an additional 9.
Yeah.
Or when you web someone to an exploding police car.
No,
They
it's
just
fine.
sort of
You-
lie there, and then they disappear, and it's perfectly fine.
It's fine. They're
No,
alive.
you
They're
knock them off
fine.
the buildings. You see Spider-Man web them to the side of the building with a web that dissolves after 2 or 3 hours.
It's
And
not like
nobody
the police
knows that
can
they're
actually.
there.
Not like the police would actually care to go get them off the buildings. They have better things to do, like
Yeah,
target
so-
hit those creepy kids with dark skin.
So just assume every human that got
The
blown
police.
up to the air fell.
Yep.
They probably have like 10 or 12 fractured or broken bones. They're alive. They're on the ventilator.
They're still on my kill
Sounds-
count.
Faust has
My
very
heart.
good health insurance.
I doubt that. I definitely press X to doubt that.
God.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Kiryu Sento saves Banjo for what, the 7th or 8th
Actually,
time in
Mr.
6
Freeman, Universal
episodes?
Healthcare?
And then when they
What
get
was
back, they're all pissy. It's like, ah, God damn it, I'm gonna beat the piss out of you.
Just
And then
kids
he
already.
Oh, it is universal health care in Japan. and it's very cheap. All right, I'll accept that.
And then he tries to steal the rider mechanic, and it doesn't work because it's specialized to our hero.
Well,
Dumbass.
there might be another reason that might get explained later to why he cannot become a Kamen Rider, never become a Kamen Rider. But
Yeah, he will become a Kamen Rider. He's got the stupid fucking dragon thing.
Maybe it's the stupid fucking dragon thing that's preventing him from becoming a Kamen Rider. Have you thought about that?
Yes, I have thought about that because that's the whole reason that Sento even gives it to him in the first place, to make sure that he doesn't fuck everything up again.
Or maybe he.
But then
gives
it's the dragon thing that's fucking everything up now.
Maybe it's the dragon that's sucking all the Kamen Rider juices that could give Banjo the power to become a Kamen Rider, or so that the dragon itself will become the Kamen Rider.
oh god.
God.
This is the Blue Power Ranger all over again.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Is this the episode with the pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Man, this
'cause I
heated
have-
drama
oh,
between
good.
men is getting heated.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I have I have something for this.
Oh, before that, just to let you know, there is more than one type of heated drama beyond having a good, steamy romance. For example, violence.
Yeah.
Yay, violence! My favorite.
But also,
yeah. So this is a reference.
I gotta know, whose face did you put hers over?
Oh, that's
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence.
That's who?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Mystique from the X-Men films, Katniss from the Hunger Games.
No, I
and-
literally could not hear who they said because they said it at the same time.
Yeah, the whole scene that Frez was referring to, we have this whole, just a plain conversation scene between Sawa and Misora.
This is not
So-
plain. You know that. It is hot.
It's pretty hot, but it's nice that we actually have side characters having normal conversations. Like, we didn't really have the 0-1.
Buo could not have a normal conversation to save his fucking life, and you know it.
No.
Wait, was this on? Did the conversation between Banjo and Masta happen before or after this one?
Well, that conversation was more, hey, don't try using the bell again.
Yeah, but there's also one
Dumbass.
other detail, and that's Masta confessing that he admittedly does not believe in God or Buddha, but he does believe in Kamen Rider.
Hey.
I love the
That is a
manga.
slippery slope right there.
Yeah. So, Sawa does that typical thing you always see, like, high school girls do. Like, so who you have a crush on? And that triggers Misora to, like, pour an entire bottle of hot sauce on her pizza.
I don't have a crush on
Sento,
anyone.
isn't
I'm
it?
perfectly normal. Oh, I don't have a crush on either one of them. And then our hero bumps into her and says, "I figured it out. Love. I love that."
Gee, I
there's
wonder
an
which one she has a
opening in
crush
the
on.
Skywall.
I wonder which one she has the crush on. I have no idea. Which one could she possibly have the crush on?
It's obviously Sawa.
Banjo, obviously.
Sapphic fun. Heated drama between
no,
women. Let's go.
Again, that is Rikui Honey
Yes, it
It's
is.
Sympagear.
and
Yes.
Dirty Pair.
Yes, all of
Yeah.
these things are good and based.
And Madoka.
Oh God, that's coming out this year.
Oh God, that's coming out
Yes.
this year. Please don't fuck up Rebellion for me. That's all I ask.
Anyways, back to Kamen Rider.
Back to Kamen Rider.
But yeah, so Sento creates the dragon thing around this time, and they come up with the plan that they're going to break into Faust's hideout.
And this is where they punch the diamond wall to get in.
Again, 1 minute for Kamen Rider, 4.5 billion years for Doctor Who.
I don't even think it was a minute. He did that pretty much instantly.
Well, you also have to account for transforming into the gorilla.
And
I would
also,
say that once he made the diamond wall, that's where the counter starts because that's where the doctor started punching the diamond wall instantly.
Fair enough. And which case, it's true what they say. A diamond is unbreakable unless you have a gorilla suit.
Or
Or
Makes
your,
4.5 billion years of time.
or your fist is just made of diamonds because you're Gorilla Mond.
True. Diamond is the only thing that can scratch diamond.
shine on, you crazy diamonds.
So
Jasper learned that the hard way.
they run into the hideout, and they are taking out guards. Hey, guess who's there to impede their path?
Hello, Stalk.
Yay.
How you doing?
Hey, Bloodstock, our favorite bastard.
The best character.
And hey, look at that. Kamen Rider build is going apeshit.
Oh, was this the episode with the cutaway to the aid where he was on the phone with someone?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That was just before they invade the base, yes.
Right. The aid is very suspicious. I wonder who he could possibly be on the phone with.
It's almost like I predicted this the last time we did a podcast episode.
Yes, last week was
It's
very...
almost like I guess they're right.
Yeah, last week for me was very much Lysanderov! Thank you for helping us!
Yeah, so the aide to the Prime Minister of Toto, he's evil. If no one saw that coming...
What a twist. And, Bloodstock is just... Go ahead.
He also knows who Kamen Rider is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, all that whole... clearly Sento will be figured out at work. It's just like, no, I do the entire goddamn time.
That is so relieving to me. You have no idea, because I was like, okay, are these guys just fucking idiots, or are they doing it on purpose? And to find out that they're doing it on purpose is fantastic.
Yeah, they keep giving exposition about the things that they need a Kamen Rider to know to forge their plans forward. In the case of the aid, soldier Kamen Rider, or entire military of Kamen Riders.
Yeah, So
that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Oh God, no, we're back again. Oh no.
Well, to be fair, this is the major debate of the superhero. Is the modern superhero a soldier? Which, by various examples, most notably Captain fucking America, the guy dressed up as a U.S. flag, the answer tends to be yes.
Okay, but
no, they're more freaking out because that guy that I gave you some info for, one of his goals was an army of Kamen Riders.
But it's okay because the defense for all that is dog.
Dog.
Now, what was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about.
I highly suggest that you watch 01, Sean.
Okay.
It's certainly a television program of the pandemic era, shall we say? What was I going to say?
Was Zero One the one? Wait, was 01 the one with the clip show that they pirated? Or was that a different one?
No, I think that's right.
No. There was no pirating. 01 had 6 clip shows in place of because of COVID.
And then they never gave them back the 6
had
episodes.
to pirate to play the clip shows, right?
Oh, no, yeah, Shout used the raws, yeah.
And I'm still miffed that they haven't done Unbuild yet. Come on.
Well, Shout also did the raws for Kamen Rider Geats, the one they just released.
I guess they're focusing on current counter. But I do love the master manipulation of the aid because, they're basically just like, because Sento is like, oh, I'm looking into the skywall. Oh, gee, you're looking into the skywall. Would you like the forbidden research? Sir, is that okay? It's okay.
No.
Go ahead. Type in your password. Show him the data. What's the worst that could happen?
So I have a bad feeling that Sento becoming a Kamen Rider plays right into the villain's hands somehow.
This is Kamen Rider.
What? No.
Well, next
Call it intuition, but I have this feeling.
I mean, Stalk does want him to become stronger for some reason.
and also reveals, hey, you're the expert specimens who got exposed to the gas, which that's another bit of technical. Oh, there's this nebula gas that's under the wall. So
Yeah, you are basically smashes. You are you are monsters. Or you should have become monsters, but you stayed human.
Hey, did you know that the person who made this really likes Kamen Rider 71?
Really? I couldn't tell.
I could never have guessed. But this information causes Sento to go ballistic, beating the shit out of him. What happened to my memories? What did you do to me? God damn it! Oh, tell me! Unleash the mystery box!
Yeah, and Banjo has to remind him, hey, if you have to choose between your memories and build, what do you choose? Build. Obviously.
Before that, I love how Sento betrays that line. Because the first thing Sento does is look to where Bloodstalk runs off to. Basically, Bloodstalk is like, hey, you could beat these answers out of me if you want to try. Or you can save these prisoners we have captured that this building's about to fall onto. Which one do you want to do?
Which, again, is extremely Spider-Man. That's very much Spider-Man. It's that and blaming yourself for everything wrong with the world.
Also, Banjo is poisoned, but he gets better because
Dragon. Yeah.
Dragon.
But when Sento brings but when Banjo brings up do you want your memories or do you want to be billed, which is something that has been asked like 3 times now at this point. Sento straight up looks right at where Bloodstalk went off to for a solid 10 seconds. Like his face, betrayed him right there.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he was like, "No, I'll be billed." And then both Banjo and Sento proves that Banjo doesn't need to be a Kamen Rider because they both kick ass. Fights off all the guards.
But he still will be one.
He will.
No, I don't think he will.
Doubt.
But yeah, we have this whole scene where it looks like Sento didn't get everyone out too late. Sento had to stop Tetsuya again from rampaging, gets the essence, and the whole place blows up. But hey, they got out safely.
And also the aide has been watching. And, oh no, he's in league with Bloodstalk. Oh my god, we called it.
And as we learn next time, he has a rider mechanic too. It's a gun that turns him into Batman, which sounds a bit odd when you say it. Like a gun that makes you Batman just sounds not Batman.
I mean, it was a gun that made Batman.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, but it's used on someone else. Then again, this is 2017.
It was used on someone else in Batman's case too, his parents.
Yeah, but this is 2017 and which we play around the time of Tom King's run on Batman, and meaning that Batman using a gun himself makes a lot of sense because, as stated in the comic, Batman is a 60-year-old suicide attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
So
Batman hates guns so much that he put them on the Batmobile and they shoot rubber bullets.
Oh, and he bought the gun that killed his parents, and he used it to turn it into a shield.
What?
Yeah, the bat logo is made out of the remains of the guns, according to a Kevin Smith comic.
Of course.
So
he needs therapy. He needs so much therapy.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get it, but yeah, he needs therapy.
Just like these Kamen Riders. Everybody just needs therapy. Just give therapy for everybody, especially the Kamen Riders.
Well, if the Tom King run is to be believed, that's the only attempt that somebody went, hey, maybe we should get this guy therapy, and it was immediately rejected by everyone else.
Boy,
so the Spider-Man treatment.
Yeah, but even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, insights like this are why we invited Sean on the podcast. So, episode 7.
Well, as I was trying to get to,
Go ahead.
we get our main story twist development of the episode, where we find out that an hour before Banjo arrived at Kachiragi's apartment, the Tatua dropped off Sinto there an hour before.
All right. Maybe he might be the killer after all.
Which Banjo has asked 327 times.
328.
329.
I love this cold open.
I love the scene. Oh, come on, Master. You believe I didn't do it, did you? Where's your live interviewing people? Do you think that Sento killed them? Well, I really think he might have actually. Now you mention it.
And it's like, I don't know, the counter itself, that's part of the actual show, right?
Yeah.
It's not the fan subs?
No,
that's part of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how they animate the counter where when Sento falls, the counter also falls with him.
Yeah, the same also happens when in the previous episode with the love of opening bit.
Falls onto Michan and knocks her out, blocks her ass onto the ground. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, there are a lot of gags like that.
Oh,
I love the visual humor and everything.
I love the gag of the master making coffee, and as he goes to
Everybody
deliver
pulls
it,
out cans.
and then the next shot, he's like sulking in the corner, all depressed.
Nobody likes my bad coffee.
That's going to be the key to defeating
coffee.
The final boss shows up. He's like, death, destruction, we will reign supreme. Would you like a cup of coffee first? Oh,
no,
certainly.
Imagine if the final boss's taste buds are so evolved. A cup of coffee is like the most delicious thing ever.
Oh my god.
The master turns into one of the monsters, and he turns into like a giant cup of coffee, and it's the best tasting coffee ever.
But yeah, owing to the fact that the lab is basically, playing Sento like a damn fiddle. He's like, "Oh, can you tell me about Katsuragi's research? Oh, yeah, he was. We kicked him the fuck out. He was doing human experimentation." And,
the government. Look, I'm sympathetic, but the government wouldn't let him do human experimentation.
They do it first.
Yeah, so Katsuragi decides to do it himself and gets caught by the police.
I mean, the real reason that he died is because they're jealous they didn't do it first.
Basically.
Yeah.
Why did you think of that?
But we find out that some of the information on the experiments is hidden, could be hidden by Katsuragi's mom, who's in the other country to the north.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Who's in the other country to the north.
I like the way they reveal this, because he's like looking at the diary entries, and it's like, the last month of entries don't make any sense. It's because the government redacted it, probably, dork. But except they didn't catch the last bit, which is clever wordplay, anagram style, the way the Japanese is. I don't know the exact Japanese phrase.
Yeah, it's Susan Triad.
Oh God! Here we go again.
Dog.
But
it turns out that the Aibo is actually connected to the build driver. Has always been there the whole time.
The whole time.
Oh God Almighty! But yeah, when you transliterate the last bit of Katsuragi's last diary entry into English, you get an anagram for another Japanese phrase, which basically says, "I left it with my mother."
Well, Roman letters.
Well, English alphabet, basically. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is different from English.
Not in English, no.
But then they have an issue. They have no money to get get smuggled across to the north.
The scene of him begging everybody for money is funny too.
My business is shit. Let's see. The cafe owner's business is shit. No one comes. Only 2 people came, and they were ran off by a criminal. Well, the criminal is a criminal and thus doesn't have a job, and the reporter is strapped for cash because news media is dying.
Well,
Yeah.
there's only one way to
No,
solve
reporter.
this. Chatty!
Idol!
Chatty!
Here 3 subs.
I just love the rapid pace of this. You see, it's just like, what are we gonna do? Hi, it's me, Tom. You just hard cut to the guy, to the black market guy counting his money. Like, yeah, that's good
Yeah.
shit.
It's notable that there are two differences between the various countries. Like the first country we smuggled into was relatively normal, all things considered. I mean, there weren't armed guards everywhere, and you didn't get the sense that people were trying to flee it. And you could get through by a boat. The other one, meanwhile, is full fascism.
Military state. Yay.
It's
I don't know what that's like.
Oh
Oh
boy.
God, we have an election coming up. We're fucked.
Hooray! They just made it legal for the president to do whatever he wants.
Illegal murder.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna clean my spare bedroom.
more
Yeah.
than.
But back to
Anyway,
Kamen Rider, where we're less fucked, and instead it's just the Kamen Riders who are fucked.
And the people of Japan.
Yeah,
Mm.
everybody's fucked.
So we basically get a scene where Blood tells Night Rogue that they're going north. Night Rogue's like, no, we cannot let them get into that country. Come
Jerry,
with me.
You're skipping over a major reveal here, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
that Blood stalks
right.
at first, and then he's just like, and the aide's like, we have to stop Sento from getting to Hokuto at all costs. And Stalk's like, you're trying to take orders from you? What the fuck are you talking about? Actually, you do, motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
I
And
was right.
congratulations.
That's the only time that will ever happen.
You gotta love the fireworks show, though.
It's me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin.
Yes, it turns out the guy with the goatee was in fact evil.
Yes. The guy in charge of the entire government, well, secondary to the entire government, and also who hangs out with evil people in an evil building where they have the one thing that could cause the evil of all the world called the Pandora's box. How did I possibly know that he was evil?
Well, it must have
Also-
been his clothing, which is peak evil.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the goatee, which basically says that we live in mirror universe logic.
Mm.
Or it's Roger Delgado.
Or it's Roger Delgado. Either way, he
It
was
is
Night
fake.
Rogue all along. Oh boy.
Gasp.
So-
I'm shocked.
So Sento and Banjo in a brand new costume to hide from, eyes that might catch onto them. Why is he a clown?
Oh, I have the answer for that actually. Oh
Please.
crap, wrong one. Sorry. Share window. I have the answer for why he's dressed up like a clown.
I mean,
Yep.
you're not wrong.
Yep.
Correct.
But also, I assume disguise, and they just ran out of items to give him. Maybe.
I mean, the last time he tried to disguise himself as an old man, he decided to just break character because everyone thought he was an old woman.
At least this one, he won't break character.
Uh,
It's not like there's children who are going to be interested in a clown.
Well, they didn't know that when they were going in, to be fair.
well, yeah, but then they end up running to people who actually got themselves out of the wall, and the smuggler's like, "You guys need to pay me. Oh, this isn't enough." And then Night
Back
Rogue
in
is
the hole.
like, Night Rogue's like,
I
"Hey,
want to know. I want to know what this one smuggler dude is going to do against this entire family. That dad could probably kick the shit out of him because he's been like farming and under a totalitarian military state. He could kick the shit out of him and they could run.
Yeah, keep in mind, Build is living in the good portion of Japan. The one full of militarized robots who will kill at random. And can be controlled by the evil organization Faust.
And this is, the reasonable third of Japan in this universe.
It's good to know that when Japan is divided, it'll turn absolutely evil, as usual.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
the same happened to America.
Yeah, I noticed.
Mhm.
But yeah,
On the
Rogue.
bright side, England appears to be going for less evil.
Something.
But Night Rogue captures the smuggler and the people that they were trying to get into Toto, and calls out, "Build, I know you're out here. Show yourself, or I'm just going to kill these kids." Okay.
Hi, I'm Bill. Let's fight.
And while Build and Banjo are fighting, the family gets run off, and Nightstock fires a RPG. Bloodstock, right?
Yeah.
RPG that, just as it's about to hit Build, turns around and hits Rogue.
Nightstalk is the name of their ship.
This throwing stunt of yours is boomeranged on us.
Yes, he
What,
fired
Gas?
a
You're
boomerang.
telling me the
arrow.
villain is actually villainous and double crosses him?
I don't think was it. It wasn't. Was it? A
You're not the
double cross?
boss of me.
It was a double
You're
cross.
not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me
It's
now.
villains each with their own goals, and for some reason, Bloodstock wants Sinto to get all this information.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah, remember later when they're fighting on the other side of the wall, and he's like, "Oh, it's a guided missile." Bloodstock did that on purpose.
Oh,
I mean, all things considered, Kamen Rider represents hope for a lot of people, and the last thing to come out of Pandora's box was hope.
hey,
True.
And
I like
hope is a terrible thing to have on the scaffold.
Mm. So Hokuto is a barren, fascist piece of shit,
Yep.
and they go to see the scientist Katsuragi's mother, who's teaching kids because they can't afford to go to school. And they see a clown, and they immediately smug him, and his nose falls off, and he's like, "Wait a minute, aren't you that asshole who killed my son? Get the fuck out of here!"
Basically,
She's so happy to see him.
And the two kids immediately make the Kamen Riders feel old by calling them old men, which is something I've experienced so many times in my time as a comics critic. You would not believe how many 19-year-olds there are in this industry.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry.
But hey, Bloodstock's back. It's time for our new best match to somehow fall into Sinto's hands.
Again,
And
because of
a
Banjo.
rocket. Oh, and also the kid becomes a smash because as the fucking Nightstock, for all that he's charming, is the fucking
Bloodstock.
devil. He's a fucking
Yeah.
prick.
Little shit.
He's an actual threat.
Hey, look, check it out, Kamen Rider. I turned this kid into a monster. Fuck you.
Eat
But
shit.
the fact that the mother saw Build save the kid. Hey, maybe I can trust you. But before we get to the mother trusting Build and Banjo, we find out who the leader of Foss was.
The guy who founded Faust.
Oh,
Ultimately,
no.
also the leader.
Fair enough.
I do like the fight,
Katsuragi.
I do like the fight though, because Banjo does an attempt, but manages to get the rocket battle away from Bloodstock and Panda Rocket. Best match. Let's go.
Why are they believing him? Like, why would they ever believe a single thing that Bloodstock would ever say about Katsuragi?
Because the only place they get exposition from is from the baddies.
I still wouldn't
And
trust
he
him.
hasn't actually lied yet.
I still wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, he's the baddie. He's probably already lied to them several times.
He's probably already paid for their tombstones.
Rule 1, Bloodstock lies.
He probably has already decided that Banjo will become a Kamen Rider.
Yes, truly his master plan. A backup in case this Build guy fucks up.
I wonder who Bloodstock is, because it's not the aide's assistant, because when Night Rogue, when he transforms into Night Rogue, the aide is there in the base.
Yeah.
So it's not him.
I mean, the only other
Maybe someone we
person
haven't met yet.
It could be Katsuragi.
it could be, or given that we have the government. Maybe it's the prime minister.
No, he's too
No.
old.
No, and he didn't see the light.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah.
Yeah, just because you don't see the light doesn't
Oh
mean
yeah,
you
no,
can't be a
there's
baddie.
well, no. There was also a line we missed where the shop owner was like, "Oh yeah, no, that light really fucked me over for a bit, but I got better."
Maybe.
It'd be interesting if it was the master this whole time.
I don't know. The way they cut back to him after one of the Bloodstock scenes kind of disproves that to me. The way they immediately cut back.
True.
Could be like a split personality thing though, where he's, when he's in the cafe and he's human looking, he's perfectly fine. But then when he's the common rider, or well, I guess he's not a common rider, but when he's Bloodstock, he goes absolutely fucking evil. I don't know.
So he's King Crimson.
Who's King Crimson?
JoJo Part 5
JoJo.
villain.
I
Cool.
think that's also Norman Osborn in the Raimi films.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a reference I understand.
Okay, yeah.
Which, again, the Raimi design for fucking Green Goblin is extremely Kamen Rider.
He's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Even got the big yellow eyes and everything.
Oh, hey, Kat. Who was that in that movie again?
Dynamo Cart. Anyways.
I would pay to see Willem Dafoe in like a Kamen Rider movie be like an older Kamen Rider.
Yeah, this is extremely Kamen Rider. This is an extremely Kamen Rider outfit.
Yeah.
Oh god, you can see his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy. So
That's
when
how
was
you
someone
notice
going to
the
tell me
phone.
that Sean is a Spider-Man fan?
Wait. You like Deadpool, Kat?
Yes. What? Not me buying a $75 backpack that's Deadpool themed. Anyways.
Did we miss anything else in these episodes, or did we hit everything?
Do we want to go in depth? I think the only thing left is speculation about what Bloodstock's ultimate plan is. Why does he want the Kamen Riders to be strong?
Let's not go there yet. There's not enough clues out there yet.
Fair enough. We just know that he wants them to be strong.
My guess is a turn heel. He wants them to come to his side. Or he wants to take the power for his own.
Yes, Iron Man. You see, you and I are not so different. I'm something of a scientist myself.
I'm leaving. I'm just leaving.
Yeah. Anyway, thoughts on these
Good night,
episodes?
everybody.
Did these episodes slow down a bit? I guess so.
No.
I mean, there were less of them.
Yeah, there's one less, but there's still, everyone is advancing the story along, giving you a reveal and giving you a mystery every single time. So, it's good pacing.
It's a little less egregious than it was last time.
Again, imagine watching these once a week.
I think the fact that the bandmate is the monster of the week over 2 of the 3 episodes helps as well. And there is no monster of the week for number 7. It's just Rogue and Stalk. Well, never mind. Well,
yeah, the kid.
The kid.
But like
the kid who got turned into a smash.
That's kind of incidental. It's just like, I'm a smash, ice attack, and then fire attack. Blech. Oh, okay, I'm better now. All right, now after the real enemy.
Yeah, the kid needed it to be turned into a monster so that we can have a brand new toy.
Yeah, he shoots ice, and Bill uses his fire sword, so he creates a real freezing inferno around this little shit and saves him.
I think the only thing left knowing is the reason why the A didn't want Bill to go to the other nation, because he doesn't want the other nation getting access to the build technology to make Kamen Rider soldiers.
Oh, so he's a nationalist. Great.
I mean, you're surprised?
No.
But yeah. So, thoughts on these episodes?
They were a lot of fun. I am enjoying rewatching them, and am eager to explain why I first watched Kamen Rider all those years ago. Oh,
I'm so surprised you never watched any of the other Kamen Riders.
I watched Shin and the original Kamen
I'm
Rider.
I'm talking about like series.
I'm a filthy American. We don't get Kamen Rider on television, and I missed Power Rangers. Or it's because Yu-Gi-Oh was on.
Hey,
I mean, I watched Power Rangers, but I didn't even know it was a Sentai series until much, much later. So,
Oh, there are some really good Sentais.
I was
and then I watched the live action version of Sailor Moon, and I was forever sucked into it.
Yeah, I ultimately fell down the rabbit hole of Hideaki Anno, and his fandoms of weirdness,
Oh yeah,
which, you know,
Sure,
gets us
still-
Evangelion.
Kuchiri hasn't seen. Oh, that's gonna be.
And
fun.
actually, Frez, I don't think
We
you've
should
seen the
probably
live
do
action
that.
Sailor Moon, have you?
Well, you showed me one episode.
You
I'll
know
need to
what?
show you more.
You know what? Let's do Shin Kamen Rider after build.
You know, I was thinking of watching it on my own, so then I could get what the fuck y'all are talking about half the time.
Finally,
It's a good movie.
one where Fresno and I can lead and Kuchiri can follow.
Oh well. I mean, Sean, should they watch it now or should they wait for the 5-episode cut?
I think the 5-episode cut's going to be better, personally.
Wait, they're releasing a 5-episode cut?
It's a director's cut, and instead of making it one movie, they're making it 5 feature-length episodes.
God damn it, I
Cool.
need that! Why won't they distribute to America? Why am I only allowed to watch it
No,
on
no, no.
fucking
This is going to come to
Amazon where they
America. No,
translate
Sean,
to Masked
Sean.
Rider?
Sean. Because of it's being like an Amazon quasi original, it's going to be on Amazon.
Okay.
You're fine, dude.
Yes, but I want physical release, god damn it.
Any adult
online
Kamen Rider is going to come to Amazon Prime.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Bezos.
Well, he is a giant nerd who's producing a friggin' Lord of the Rings series.
Anyway, Frez, Kat, thoughts on the episodes?
Like I said, they're good. They tease out enough mysteries while also resolving the last episode's mysteries. So we are on a good mystery box opening pace, as it were. Looking forward to more.
Yeah, it's like I'm not disappointed by the pace anymore. It's like before it just was like, whoa, sudden information coming to my face. But now it feels nice to actually have the answers that we're looking for, especially when I was right about one of them.
That was right.
So,
Well, this-
yay.
Congratulations.
Fine.
Kat is right.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's like I can't wait for more, and I also want to see what they come up with in the future.
Now, speaking of the future, we now have to deal with the whole revelation that Katsuragi created Faust.
which is not that big of a stretch, considering he really wanted to do experimentation on people with the gas. So
Plus, he's called the devil scientist. Of course he founded Faust.
And we might find the best match to Dragon soon.
with a fancy belt to go along with it that Banjo puts on and henshins into a Kamen Rider, like we've been saying.
No, it's gonna be Build who uses it because our boy is gonna be the hero, and Banjo is just the love interest who doesn't get to be a Kamen Rider.
Doubt.
He did
What is it? So the next one is Memory Starts to Talk. Oh, then we got the Trap of Project Build. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
All right.
And then episode 10.
I mean, if we are doing this properly, there is the question of if that was the devil scientist who created Faust, then who was Faust?
Well,
Who made
Faust
the
is the name of the organization.
Well, yes,
But
I
if
know, but
he
who made
created it?
the devil to help create Faust?
But if he created it, then who was Phone?
Exactly.
Homura Kemi.
And why
Yes.
won't these people eat all these eggs?
Siri, where can you find this lovely people?
We're on all of the social medias. The Kuchiri, Concave of Super, Freezing Infernos, and Death Christ.
2000.
Yeah, whatever. You
Fuckers!
it's all going to be in the diddly do.
Yes.
We're also on Twitch mostly. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere.
Come.
And Kat does Jumino carts on Sundays with her
Featuring
best
Stardew
friend.
Valley.
An exclusive with Junimo Cart, yes.
You know, cover featuring
Fresno does super hard games every Monday while reflecting on them. And and Sean has a bunch of books that he's going to go over right now.
Yeah, I've written 2 books. One was Imagine Scott Free Happy and The Tower Through the Trees. I've edited Horrors of Arkbeal. Oh, and I am currently working on several projects, including a short essay on the Straight Story that I will release if Fresno does his end of the deal.
I'm working on it.
Which he will.
One
He's
to
determined
go.
by now.
August is going to hurt.
You still need to
And
give me
then today
July.
on July 6th, although by the time that this thing comes out, it'll probably be over, I'm going to do a big birthday stream for my birthday next week, where I'm going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 with my friend Chris.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. It's
Happy
next week,
early
but you
birthday.
will be here next week, so.
Hey! And I gave you a perfect gift. One of the forms we're never going to see of Kamen Rider build.
Oh yeah,
I
that
will
one.
enjoy that, yes.
He's-
But also not enjoy that.
Is that the one you showed me, Kuchiri?
yeah, and it was in the
Oh,
chat. That's in the
you're
chat.
gonna love this one, Cat.
Santa cake.
Yeah.
Oh, you already saw it. Yes, yes.
Santa Claus. Cake. Best marriage.
You know. Or as Cat says, and copyright Cat, motherfucking Santa.
Motherfucking Santa.
No. You have to pay Cat now like $20. That's the rules.
I'll send you my PayPal link.
You're gonna get a Venmo shortly.
I don't have Venmo.
Well, then
Yeah,
where the
wait,
hell did I
and-
just send this money to?
Shit.
Good night, all. See you guys next week when, who knows, maybe we'll see a Kamen Rider Cross Z. Or something.
Hail
I don't
Satan.
know. See you guys later.
Bye.